Welcome Aquarius, thank you for tuning in. This is your 2021 yearly reading. So I'm going to put the cards down, 12 cards to start off with that represent each and every month. And then I'm going to get to, clarify some of the cards as well. So let's just get started. 2021. I guess we're all ready for a fresh new start. Let's see what the first card is for you. You're starting off the year with the Two of Pentacles. And let's see what your month has for you. February. The Seven of Cups. You know, the thing is that up until now, you showed up in for the month of this February so many times with the Star card for other people. So you might actually, that actually connects to the Seven of Cups, like having many people focus on your energy, focus towards you. Might have a lot of offers you sort of juggling. But let's first put the cards down. We got January and February down. March, strong, the Emperor. And then we have April. What do we have for April for Aquarius? The Nine of Wands. April. We have May, and then we have June. What will we have for July for my Aquariuses? July for my Aquariuses. The Temperance card, and then we have the Three of Pentacles for the month of August. Then September comes in with the beautiful Chariot energy. And October will be represented by the Two of Cups. Beautiful. Then we have November connecting to the King of Pentacles. And December is represented for you this year by the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, what a way to end a year. All right. So you have, first of all, a lot of first house energy going on. So there will be some blessings, some changes, some transformation happening in your life, you know, your personal life. And I think that that is something that doesn't always come the easiest in the most positive way because, you know, you are a fixed sign. So sometimes you want to stay and stick with certain ways, but now they're asking of you to really embrace fully your nature, like the Aquarius energy of let's look beyond, let's see if we can really make some changes, we can really set some goals and move forward with that. I see that in the beginning of the month you're sort of trying to add new things, new routines, new ways of doing it, and still sort of going back and forward on the old ways. You might feel a little bit overwhelmed in the beginning of the year because things are rapidly changing and shifting because of December. December was a very important month. Isn't a very important month. We're still in the middle of it, but you might watch this actually in January. And so it needs some time to sort of play out. It needs some time for you to feel balanced and to feel good with these changes and these shifts, you know, and actually put it into work for yourself. To understand who has been having a level of power over you, or something, a situation might have a level of power over you, and how to shift that around and really take back personal control, take back your life. You see, and with the Emperor in March, it really indicates that you find your grounding in the beginning of the year. It takes some going back and forth, takes some trying, testing the water, but I see, you know, by the end of your season you really got things figured out, because there's so much energy coming towards you this year, and a lot of people feel attracted to you. A lot of people think of you first, like, hey, let me call Aquarius, you know, and so you might find yourself in multiple situation, multiple projects, humanitarian projects, I feel very strongly, or it's just, you know, offers of people just wanting to spend time with you, wanting to see you, wanting your advice, and just all of that energy that might, you know, beginning of the year might be a little bit overwhelming to you, but it actually will settle in, and you settle into your new outfit, you know. And you start to actually look at way of like your sense of leadership. I feel in April you might look at a role you've taken on and think like, okay, this might be the natural way of going about it, but I want to shift and change. Why not try to create something new? And I feel like you do want the leadership position because you're just meant to guide people, but you want to lead with the people, not, you know, just bringing out orders and things like that. So I do feel that there are some new rules making, some new ways. If you work with, you know, have discipline and motivation and just stay focused, you can really move some big mountains, you know, in the beginning of the year. I see that you're being creative about it. You might, you know, open up more to like asking others for help, getting things done. You know, even if it's just like moving house, like you really are letting people extend help towards you, and you're just like, okay, this can go to the kitchen, this can go to the bedroom, you know, like that. Like you're being in a leader position role, but actually with great grace and gratitude of people helping you and stuff like that. So while springtime comes along, you see, you know, in the month of May, you are starting to really feel your 5th house energy pulling at you again, because we have another eclipse connected to your 5th house in June, July. Well, May and June actually, but that energy will always play out a little bit after that. You start to feel, you know, inspired, and just I feel some romance, some space in spring to just, you know, I don't know, like have cute picnics or beach days, or just, you know, a sunset session and things like that. You might feel drawn towards it. It's good because you'll be asked to come back in a leader position quite after that, quite small time after that, where you feel like, okay, I gotta fix this, I gotta do that, you know. That's an energy I do feel, but it is keeping a close eye on your own goals, on your own things, but also redirecting yourself at times of like, okay, now I've worked enough. Like I need some space for just to have fun, just to let things happen spontaneously, just being spontaneous, being romantic or funny, or just, you know, in your, you know, your energy. So that's the frequency I'm feeling. So the 7 of Wands representing you really fighting for something. I'm going to clarify that because I feel I need a clarification on the 7 of Wands for the month of June. Yeah, the 8 of Wands. Taking things to the next level. There is a clarifier that came out for the beginning of the year, the 9 of Swords, like I said. You might feel overwhelmed a little bit, not really knowing and not really sure how, what, where, when. Don't feel like you have to rush into making a decision. Just try to let things come to you, and you know when the timing is right. It's important when you feel really overwhelmed, you know, your crown chakra is very active. You might feel like, you know, have some migraines, or you might not sleep that well, but that's because everything just needs to settle in a little bit. Like a lot is happening at this moment, and 2020 was quite heavy, you know, for everyone in a different way, but it was quite intense, and there's just so much shifts and changes. And now, you know, Saturn and Jupiter will be in your sign, so it's like all this energy towards you, and it's just a lot. So let it settle in a little bit. Don't stress too much in the beginning of the year, because you will get your blessings and you will have those moments of great progress as well this year. So don't stress if not, you know, the things that you really wanted to set for 2021 and it starts off a little bit the same as 2020. It's like, no, don't stress about it. Don't get in your head like you know, this is gonna be exactly the same year. No, because shifts will happen. Things will change, and you got time for that. You see, and that's what I want. You got a gift of time, because, you know, you got a lot of first house energy staying with you for quite some time. I mean, we're in the dawn of Aquarius, you know, the time of Aquarius basically. So that's what I'm saying. Like, don't let the beginning of the year overwhelm you too much. Like, I need to make all these grand decisions. No, let it play out. Let it settle in. Give yourself some space. Give yourself some time. Take January a little bit with some grain of salt, you know, and just explore. Not settle stuff yet, because that will come in the month of March. I feel after your season, you start to really, things just fall into place for you. And I think that that's just good to make sure that to give, you know, to you. Of course, do with it whatever you feel guided to do, but I did want to give you guys that, because I do see some confusion in the beginning of the year, but it's nothing major. It's okay. Just give yourself some space. You see, you do have like that energy. You see the 7 to the 8 of Wands. Things are moving forward, and I feel that card that I have in one of my decks. It says, one sec. One sec, because I think it's like the universe works the quickest when I'm having fun or something like that. So that playful energy actually makes you more aware of like what the right shot and what the right turn will be. So finding a healthy balance between being the leader and being in a position and really wanting to make a change and feeling like you can now, and feeling like you can, you know, really be yourself, and having people actually listening to your ideas, because that's also a problem sometimes. You could feel things coming like a year before or 2 years before, and people like, oh, you're tripping, and then 2 years later they're like, oh yeah, you kind of were right, Aquarius, I wish we listened to you. But they're ready to listen, like, hey, what is your ideas, what is your input? And they're interested in that. So I do see that if you neglect neglect yourself, any free space, any creative sessions, and everything is just strict, and, you know, no fun, no room for errors, it might actually put you in a space where you have to retreat and you have to heal, because you might burn out quicker than you think. Like I said, you got space, you got time, so don't burn up right in, you know, the beginning of the year, the first 6 months. Just dose that energy, and you will figure out that if you find that balance and you give yourself some space, oh, things are flowing really quickly. Like you see with this 8 of Wands as well, I do see healing and much more peaceful energy coming from you in the summertime. The summertimes might start off a little rocky, like it begins really good, springtime, and then it's like, ooh, you know, I feel a shift a little bit, but also quick moving energy, and you might feel way more balanced. You find that balance during, you know, in July, because, you know, Mercury comes out of retrograde in July, and you start to see things a little bit clearer again. I feel like you're having a hard time really making decisions during Mercury retrograde in June, which, like, it's like May to like the 2020, I think the 2020th of June, out of my head. I did write it down somewhere, but I'm not gonna look it up. I'm pretty sure it because I was really happy. I'm just gonna be honest. Why I remember it is because I had my birthday during Mercury retrograde for the last 2 or 3 years. I think at least 2 years after in a row. And now I realized that it wasn't gonna be in retrograde around my birthday anymore, and that's why I remember, you know, my birthday is July 8th. Anyway, I think it goes directly like it's 22nd. Okay, so balanced energy, Sagittarius energy as well. You might work together with a Sagittarius on a common thing, because it's just, I just feel connected to like a group of people, and it might be an important energy of like taking on the energy of a Sagittarius, who is also likes to push boundaries, like to, you know, look beyond, and has just that natural wisdom of like having these downloads. It's like, it just makes sense if we try it like this, and then they do it. You know, and if you integrate a little bit of that energy, you might actually have a Sag rising, and your rising sign really coming forward as well. So that might be connected to some of you. You have for August, the Three of Pentacles. I feel like in August you're ready to get back to work, okay? Like you have some downtime. In July you let things, energy settle. We just had the eclipse season in June, and then, you know, July is like, okay, let's calm down, let's water, you know, myself, like come into that energy. And you have the Three of Pentacles. You might actually meet someone during September, August, September, something like that. August, September, that, you know, the end of summer. I feel that's an energy when you actually might bump into someone, like you like each other a little bit more than just colleagues or just neighbors, just the girl, the boy next door. It might happen that way, but for some of you it really is like bringing in a balance. You might actually already been in a long-lasting relationship, and I do see the second half of the year brings in balance in the house and in the home, and in the home you live in and find yourself in, and your role in that, your position in that household is much more balanced, and you feel way more satisfied with it. Like you feel like the things have balanced out. You might first, you know, start off the year where you're not working, or because of COVID or something like that, and the other person is, and then there's a little bit imbalance in the home because they might work from home. You don't really feel your place. And then second half of the year, I feel you might actually find your balance in that, and it just brings the two of you together. It's like now we're both focused on the same thing, building, and we're both feeling like we're getting somewhere. I do really feel it's a group effort, or it's a, you know, duo or a team effort. It's what I'm hearing. And team can, you know, two is a team, but it could also be more people. But I do see that there's just one special person in your life that going from the background into the foreground in the second half of the year, something I feel strongly. Just friends overall. You might find yourself connecting to completely different type of people, you know, that you're used to, but it just feels right. So go with that. So you don't feel like you have to stick with the same friends because you've been friends for like, I don't know how long. It doesn't make sense in 2021. It's about the new age, about new ways, new growth, new transformation, new, different, exciting, making sense. You see, making sense in a way of it's aligning with one another. Two of Cups, beautiful. For the month of October, you have the Two of Cups. So that's just love. Love. So yeah, I do really see that the second half of the year, there's a balance again of like, hey, working on my foundation, finding myself, you know, my finances and my foundation. I really see the end of the year, you close out the end of the year with a good financial stable situation. So like financially you feel like, hey, I did something this year and it's going to continue on blessing me and blessing me and blessing me, because 2022 is also still focused towards you, still receiving some, you know, blessings left and right, things that, you know, are just for you because the energy is just, you know, in alignment with you like that. So I see you build something that continuing on bringing blessings and stability and a solid foundation towards you. So that's something you really built this year, and it will continue. It's something that will continue. It might actually deepen a connection with someone, and you take a next step. That's some decision that you will make by the end of 2021. So by the end of the year, you make a decision to take things to the next level. All right. Let me see. Let me do some clarifications. Let's see for July and August. What's the summer? There we go. We have a flip over. The world. The world. So this actually might mean the connection to the world. And the world you're in, your world, and what it represents to you. Beautiful. Healing, that balance. You see again a 10 of Cups. I feel love is going to be so beautiful. So many signs in the end of 20, like, you know, the second half of the year. It's just, it just makes sense. Things that make sense. I feel a lot of twin flames are going to come together into union. Like, it's like remembering someone from a past lifetime. It's like, I know you from somewhere. yeah, it's very powerful. It's like the world finally can meet up again, almost like so much lovers are going to reconnect, or just people that love one another can just physically spend time together. July, August, the Knight of Pentacles, exactly. That's a steady connection, Aquarius. That's a keeper, okay? I'm feeling a keeper in your energy. 5 of Wands, the Devil, and the Empress. I need to clarify that. One sec. 5 of Wands and the Devil. 3 of Cups in reverse. Okay, yes. So that's an energy. You might go from 3 people into 2 people. Okay, it might go from that. It might, you meet someone, a person is dating someone, and you know, not extremely serious, but I mean, you know, serious. For some of you, you meet someone and it's a really, really special connection. The person is single, but they are pregnant. They are pregnant. All right, that's for some. And for others of you, I feel that you meet someone or you connect to someone on a deeper level. Could be someone you already know or already are in connection with, but the second half of this year, the 2021, I feel that healing takes place. This person really teaches you how to undo yourself of your negative self-image, negative self-talking, sabotaging yourself, and it does show how beautiful and how important you are to them, but to the world and in general. How much magic you possess, what your role is, and your role is so important, and that's what they're showing you. It's like there was always something in between. For some of you, it was like a depression or trauma or a bad relationship from the past that was just always in between you and that person, or between you and allowing a person in your life. And I really do see that the beauty of it all is that it's so much healing around this, you know, this deepening of a connection is just from both ends. You both just feel it's just so fruitful. And the undoing, you see that the Devil is like being afraid of it all. Could also definitely be a Capricorn, also because of the Empress. But let's see, I'm going to clarify the Empress because I feel like she's connected to the end of the month. The Strength card. Yeah, you're overcoming your fears of actually a connection. Some of you are overcoming your fears of actually getting pregnant, or, you know, in another way, shape or form, creating a family. And it might actually be on your mind the second half, because it is asking you to go from one place into the other by the ending of the year. So if you're thinking about pregnancy, I really do see that the ending of the year is like, hey, let's go for it next year. So 2022, like, you know, it's like might be on your mind left and right, but you're releasing the feelings and emotions that hold you back from a deepening of a connection. Might be marriage, might be actually children and things like that. Because really feel it's strongly connected to the house, to your home. Yeah, it's clearing out. You're making a decision and you're feeling really good about it because it's finally here. You know, once you commit to it, you're committed to it. One sec. Yes, number 5 this year is a number 5 year. Yes, last year was number 4, which represents the home. And what were we asked to do in 2020 in the number 4 year? To stay at home. 5 is about sudden changes, quick changes, things you don't see coming, but it's happening, it's here. Let's embrace it. And if you are not fighting change too much, and if you really work in the beginning of the year to set your mind to that, to set like, okay, 2021 is going to be the year of changes. I'm going to embrace it. If it shows up, it's meant to be. I'm going to give myself this year of like not allowing my lower frequency to hold me back, to try to keep me stagnant. I'm going to try and do things differently this year because I'm guided, I'm supported, and the universe will just show up regardless, you know? Yes, okay. I'm gonna pick up a spirit message for this year that can guide you this year. All right, message. Ooh, that was quick. Okay, another one, and it says be proud. That's the be proud card, but most of all, hope. Beautiful. Hope. Your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see you at a low point. Whether you are caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there is always hope. So keep that with you. No matter where you're going up on this journey this year, keep it close to you, because you have a whole group of people around you, your guides, and you know, they're around you and they're guiding you this year. So don't lose hope, don't lose faith. Trust in yourself, trust in your intuitive energy, Aquarius, and just focus on where your heart wants you to guide you towards. And you can see the opposite, because a lot of times your mind keeps you from things. So you feel, hey, I want to do this. And then your mind is like, yeah, but tomorrow we have to do this, or we can't, because, you know, when you are wanting something but your mind talks you out of it, do it anyway. Okay? If it's not something extremely crazy, but I need you to trust on your guidance and then do it and tune in how you're feeling while you're doing it, and what it means with the relationship between you and your mind and your your crown chakra. Like, just that mental energy, is it working for you, or is it working against you? Does it move you forward, push you forward, or does it keep you stagnant or trying to hold you back? So tune into that, because if you feel like, no, my mind is actually really pushing me on setting these things and doing this and actually moving forward and taking those shots, then it's good, then you're in alignment. See, you need change in that, then the balance is there. So, but if it's the opposite, then, you know, it's like almost like, you see, they're trying so hard to keep the energy from moving forward, but you can't hold it back. It will change regardless if you're with it or not. Might as well ride the wave with a surfboard instead of your physical body. Okay. All right, Aquarius, I hope that this brought you some guidance and some clarity for this new year. Be excited, because I really do think you can't be surprised about the good things that are coming for you. Okay, I love you so much, and of course I will be with you along this journey every month. Yeah, have a beautiful well, if you're watching this in December, then have a beautiful holiday season, and of course a happy new year. And if you're watching this in the new year, then I hope to see you continuously on this channel this year. All right. Bye, Aquarius. I love you. Bye.